some sort of a dream. Whether it is the dream to live a life completely different from the one we have, or to assume the identity of someone we emulate. We may even dream to be the next world champion of public speaking. However, for some, this dream may be a nightmare, mainly because of the fear factor involved. Fellow Toastmasters, you may ask yourself, what is the difference between a dream and a nightmare? A dream by Webster's dictionary is defined as a state of mind marked by abstraction or release from reality. Likewise, Webster defines a nightmare as an evil spirit formerly thought to oppress people during sleep. I would like to add that evil spirit is somewhat similar to what the children call Mr. Scrooge. Yes, Mr. Scrooge has a personality that tries to oppress or suck the happiness out of everyone that ever dare tries to achieve anything. In my speech today, I will talk about my childhood dreams and nightmares and how I exaggerate my dreams to fit my nightmares. For me, the scarier my nightmare, the more close to reality it is. Whereas the fantasy-filled dreams seem quite imaginative and unattainable. This is how I manipulate my unattainable desires to fit my reality, always seeing the half-empty glass as half full. Then I will illustrate how I apply this to some experiences I encounter. When I was just a little girl, I dreamt of being like one of my most famous movie stars, Greta Garbo. She was a legendary actress who combined extraordinary beauty with a modern spirit and irresistible allure. Garbo remains one of the most fascinating women in history. One of her many films, named Camille, gave me some sort of identity, mainly because my name is Camille Tracy-Ann Callum Dyer Roberts. Like Greta, I have a fondness for my solitude and sometimes find it challenging to maintain because of my magnetic personality. We even share similarity in awkward movements that translate into suggestive gesture and language. Evidence of this is seen in the movie Camille, where Robert Taylor acted with her. However, after my 18th birthday, I soon realized that I was not a Greta Garbo look-alike. My greatest challenge that year and thereafter was not aspiring to be like Greta Garbo, though my spirit conveyed otherwise. This appears to be the ongoing issue with many biracial children. We never fit one standard, and based on this, we always endure taunts from the different ethnic groups. As an Ethiopian Indian and half Chinese who look like a regular African American, this has become a challenge in life. I can never run away from who I am, but I can definitely exaggerate my dream to fit my nightmares. For me, this was molding my unattainable desires to fit my reality, always seeing the half empty glass as half full. Currently, my reality is based on an exaggerated dream, which I termed my nightmare. So what if I speak broken Mandarin, or the only famous Ethiopian I know is Haile Selassie, aka Bill Bratton? Should that exclude me from identifying with either culture? Some people I have met from these backgrounds always entertain my feelings in a patronizing sort of a way. This is mainly because we all know we do not share a lot of similarities except the coincidental heritage. My remedy for this is not to try to fit any one group anymore. Instead, I look at each group and decipher what their most alluring quality is and attach it to myself. The Chinese are known to be very studious and agile, while Ethiopians are very spiritual. At least that is what I gather from my numerous visits to an Ethiopian sanctuary. Despite these qualities, I still had a yearning to be like Greta Garbo. But what to do when you look nothing alike? I have learned over the years to embrace my natural qualities, tweet with confidence and an exaggerated assurance of who I am. This manifests itself for me becoming more emotionally transparent. Evidence of this is seen when I admire myself naked in the mirror. With every stroke of moisturizer I apply to my body daily, the more I appreciate my curves. And with every hairstyle, the more I appreciate my facial features. Being comfortable in your own skin helps me to exude some of what Greta Garbo possessed at the Halloween party. My costume was a Catwoman outfit that consisted of a close-fitting black leather pants, a black strap bustier, and a headpiece that accentuated my eyes and mouth. I took one look in the mirror at my black attire and said to myself, I may not be blonde or of ivory complexion, but I can definitely turn heads. Here's how my costume looked. It was Halloween after all, and who dares to wear a costume that conveyed who they were? Similar to the Halloween, the episodes where I relive my nightmare allow me to live a life without any inhibitions. In my nightmare, I am completely malleable, open to all possibilities the world has to offer in an attempt to survive. Through my nightmares, no one has the nerve to hope, because hope is transient. Hope is weakened when others are aware of what you desire. Why have dreams when they can be easily trampled on or stolen? Why not exaggerate them in a nightmare where you can be anyone you idolize or you can achieve anything you want? Like previously stated, my dreams shifted to nightmares when on my 18th birthday. That was the year I realized that the world existed in a fourth dimension where two universes are parallel to each other. In this parallel universe, the good exists with the bad, the rich with the poor, and my nightmare coexisted with my dreams. Because of the paradoxical nature of the world, the true dreams that I hold dear are circumvented with a carefree, uninhibited, nightmare-like behavior. Such behavior only few people in the world understand, and nothing my mother and father dare to fathom. This is because I developed a credible image that allows me to bridge the gap between both my nightmares and my dreams. An example of this is being knowledgeable of the parallel universe when I went on a job interview. The interviewer asked me three questions. Number one, what was my greatest weakness? Number two, what did I like least about my last job? And three, what can I do that no other candidate can't? Needless to say, I stated that my greatest weakness was my strength. I am known to type 75 words a minute. I'm not a typist, I'm a scientist. Are you kidding me? And for question two, I told him my least favorite thing about my last job was having a supervisor that was so supportive of all my brilliant ideas. And finally, I embellished on all my unique qualities that no other candidates would ever dare to have. My dream was not to be the boss with a superb people skill. My nightmare was sharing my boss's vision so much I would later branch out with my own business. This would cause my boss to be my lifelong friend. Yes, fellow Toastmasters, I have learned to circumvent my nightmares as an exaggeration of my dreams that even if they're stolen or rejected, I can always have an alternate route. For me, the thrill is obtained with only me knowing which one I truly desire and pursuing it with all my strength, aiming so high that I land somewhere close to what I truly desire. Likewise, it helps to be mindful of the Scrooge-like personalities that try to slow you down. Therefore, give yourself options that even if you approach a wall, you can always climb over it. So yes, my nightmares are truly better than my dreams.